You may lama poi, you might tell Bendigo Community Services, away the net Rora, Amata Maxical Bendigo Community Services, at a bit of Manimera, Tanulo, regular Putipota, Tamasella Sonilo, Tamu Wenegi, Nata Taklubacado, no Koki War, the letter Bue, the Suda Clearly, did the learn Nicodoniba Tamasella. NDIS o Dilenilo, NDIS name with that, Tico, no Kono Taki War, the letter Bue, Tauko, Direct Lenilo, can never that in Yasicola, NDIS Nilo. Can never see Blue Ratuma, La Head of Potiniai, a short neighbor Tico or Tala, no cookie water letter Bue, sit at Nimitam Lenilo. Rora, thank you so much for talking with us today. Firstly, can you explain to me what disability is?
Disability is any condition that restricts you in your everyday activities. For example, people with a disability may find it hard to take care of themselves, move around, hear, see or think clearly.
Talano kuna taki watela te poesita nemi weda, tau ta de kage, ta suta sa de kage la draw do matitana la nekamano ko ta utage do koninde ta utage ni lo. Patera do the ame, Wadagala or no coke got letter pone, Logo Chelano chat and Nakame Weta Koduma, Metame, Tuata, Lagale, Tobato, Diola, Hugane, Kamuta Koduma, Metamina Puta, Metametida, Metame, Sugumane, the Rivan law.
There are different types of disabilities, such as intellectual disability. This type of disability refers to a person who may have difficulty in learning new things, solving problems or remembering things.
Talano koke watala to put a sulu clean or akulu ama, diame weda, takuta sa, tatanyagi war, tatala to poege, diame weda, Wadagala odo, Daikola, Alcamaloneta atomege, Gabasheta comege, do, Tatuno pinota pani, Kamiwata Colagonilla.
Physical disability, so a person may have difficulty moving around or with controlling parts of their body. There are many causes for a physical disability. A person can be born this way, have an accident, or as a result of disease. Examples of physical disability include spinal injury, cerebral palsy, and limb or extremity amputation.
No cookie water to let the poet suru cleggy, Pagno to go or taikola, Atuata, Aleke, Mitame, Lamupa Lord Kaka, La Odo, Okoeta, La Maweta Baba, Tagit, over Amala to get over that, no cookie water let the poet name with that. Pagnola oplatowe, Dinetute, Mitame, get out that the Tukila Tabadobachi ho, Mitame, Copulata Sutasaho, Ado, Pagno, La Odono, Cookie or Telot Poet, Raine, Mutakaba Huda, Blokia Tabadobachi, Ta a 2 plus theta sa, Mitameva, Suko, Sinoko, no better to Queen in law.
Neurological disability. Neurological disability affects the brain and the way the brain communicates with the rest of the body. For example, it affects the way you speak, think, and move.
Nagi war, that a lot of water suit cleggy, that a nagi water suit, that a lot of water suit cleggy, name with that. Meta color amabado, Nakunu, do, Nakunu, Tasaklo do, Ata Matakuta, and Mupa do, the Ganya, Ado, Mabadua, Nakaturo Tamage, to Tasukomoto Tamage, Mitame, Tawurage, Natunata, Nilo.
Mental illness. So mental illness may affect the way a person thinks, feels or behaves. Mental illness can affect relationships, decision making, enjoyment and a person's everyday life.
Nota ata sokomo kama tasuru clearly tala nota tasokomo tasuru clearly mi weda amaba doda pagno daga ata sokomo ata tuba do ata batu batar phanilo nota ata tasokomo tasuru clearly amaba do siko tarulumulo do ata ma ketore kola da kesatera do ata mulata khu metame apa daga
Sensory disability. So a person may have difficulties with seeing, hearing or speaking.
La nayena ata tinyage water to let the pogi, Pangyotaga or Taikola, Atachimege, Nauramege, Mitame back to Totamegin law.
Acquired brain injury, so any type of damage to the brain that occurs after birth. Some causes include disease, blows to the head, or alcohol and drug use and abuse.
Tamane kunu atabadubati, tamane kunu atabadubati sidane, me ta mabadura de khai la mabadura kunu, agethota phe, pa ople wilo kinilo. Tabadubati no ne agethota koplola, tasutasa, meteme, ko atabadubati, do meteme, la theho, meteme, tukamagati mubo, do meteme, tamapayue, tamabado sata tapanilo.
Autism. So people with autism may have difficulty with speech or social interactions and communication. They may be sensitive to sound, touch, taste, smell, light or colours.
Pala odo kunu tashama no, pala odo kunu tashani odo tahi ko diame tak tu thota megi la ta to ta rel murula watwa pumegi miteme ta seklodo pagati de phanilo pati de phaine la pakhala ta kalu to megi ta thobu phobu ta aro ta na te de pha do ta ko ta alu de phane kemme da la tu ne ta ba de ba do tu de ba te se ko ne lo.
It's important to know that in Australia, people with disability have the same rights as others. They are allowed to participate fully in society and make their own life choices in the same way that other people can. They cannot be discriminated against because of their disability. They have the right to learn, work and choose where they want to live.
Tawa ini meta ta abredo mala pokorde nyamano lako Australia puni pala odo no koki watela to poini ora do ta kota ya tu the to baga awete de phane la kaba ku pa wada la patwa bu la kamas kamatukura la patwa pun ora abahi wada akhya la popwe la ta mu bu la huthara we ata chate ata muda wesiko te we ti to baga to lo awete ne kholola no koki watela to pone to bata to kwata lo te ba no atute no ora ta khata ya la kamalota kapira mata to ka khuthawada atalo la edo wenne te wenne lo.
People with disability have lots of strengths, understanding and abilities to contribute to society.
Pala ora no koki watela to pote phaine ora do tagita ba tanapa tatenya tateta ba de pha ama la ate kehe mansalo wada la apatwa buni lo. Lako Australia pune pala ora no koki watela to pote phane me aduni ba ta ma te se ko Are there any supports available for people with disability in Australia?
Yes, the National Disability Insurance Scheme is also referred to as the NDIS and supports people with permanent and significant disability.
Me tiko no kuno ta ki gotela de poe atau ko atau ta klini masaweda batatnya dia me NDIS do awe masaweda pala o do no koki gotela de poe wati de pha la o do yi thatha la o do na do mane lo.
The NDIS helps people under 65 born with or who acquire a permanent disability to get care and support.
Me NDIS hone majawada panyo la atani la khusi yeni sopola metame pala oplathowe kudo disability no koki gotla to batka khala odo do thopo ne la ate kudone ba weda tamaja takhuyawane NDIS masawetini lo.
The NDIS will pay for necessary supports that a person with disability needs to enjoy an ordinary life.
NDIS hone ma awe la pala odo no koki wo tela to pede de pha aloba tamaja de pha ne to ko muda do ko mu weda ti baga to tene tala loba de pha ne NDIS ka hinwe ta apun lo.
The NDIS recognises that everyone has different needs and works with individuals to give people choice about the supports they need to live the life that they want.
NDIS papanoda la pakwade ne otaloba ne lo showe tabita masiko tito da ba lo showe akone NDIS ne hiwada pakwade akwela ko oda do su tu ta we ta khutha do agate ko omuda we la ta mula edwe tatil phane NDIS hedu macha tilo. Pala odo no cookie got a lot of way the pane, NDIS Masola, Tila. How does the NDIS help people with disability?
The NDIS pays for the supports required by a person with a disability.
NDIS ni he would never while odo no cookie got a lot of way the pa atalobane, Kihinwada Apuimono.
The NDIS will assist everyone differently depending on their needs to access therapy and supports to achieve their goals.
NDIS ni kamasasiko weba Paco de mono to the Taloba Poco, to the lag to Nivada Cathedral Dake Macho, the Tamacheted Patiola, at the Kamaduniba, at the Ataman Potanilo.
For example, the NDIS may pay for a physiotherapy or for a person's bathroom to be adjusted so that the person no longer needs help from others to take a shower.
Ado NDIS patete kuluni weta pula pataga kuduni bathura physiotherapy thra la kwatwe masa pamopaki wo ataso clear wo mitame kabone we taluti lo dito pataga tolobata masala baga olaba phaluti khanilo.
Or the NDIS may assist a person to attend school or get a job.
Mitame NDIS ne kamachanala nagala thochu mitame kamachawala kuneta manilo.
The NDIS may assist a person to join in groups or activities in the community that they want to be a part of.
NDIS ne kamasase ko we pala odono koke gotla to pote phane la me edo ma edo nulo wadala group me de meta utage ka kala me edo ne NDIS ma chawe nilo.
Or the NDIS can also pay for required equipment such as a wheelchair, electric scooter or communication devices.
NDIS batete colony se covada tapota lolo batete pa di ame losinola oda lipari le pado la pata todo lomi uagi mitame sapokahala kamasowe kaseklota wanilo. Merate pala agatuni bawe NDIS atamachetile who is able to access the NDIS.
For a person with a disability to get supports from the NDIS, they have to have evidence of an ongoing or permanent disability.
O kaba ora do tau koreka lo koreka ora do no kunota tatalo to koreka kala ora do apai ora do pai jimi de ma ora do juyani lo.
And be under the age of 65 years.
Do pala ola khusiyani so pala te phani lo. Tamuni ke thota le pala odo no koke godla to pwede phatoni wat tamasala NDIS will lokini. What happens when a person with disability gets support from the NDIS?
Accessing the NDIS can increase a person's ability to participate in life fully.
Tahine tamasala NDIS one dikama athawada pataga atak phataya atateta ba la ko muwedo kama wela ataw mupu la popani lo.
Accessing the NDIS may help improve the disability.
Tahine tamasala NDIS one batete kamasa no koke wodla to poe ataw taga kunya tho weni lo.
It may also help carers and family members who look after the person with a disability.
Tawe I batete kamasa siko weda wakwa thota putapha do hiboko putitapha la akwa thwe pala odo no koke wodla to poe pataga ni lo. Tamasala so tamasala kaine to get hotel so to misia. Does getting help early make a difference?
For parents, if you think your child has a disability, you should get help as soon as possible. This can help your child to grow and develop. Getting help early may mean your child needs less support as they grow.
Lamopati the power ne Namisokomo Lanapone odo, no cookie water let the boy watka kaline, negrehine, tamasala so clilo, tawe ine, masanapola, galetoleto, la namane, tamasa so tamasala kaine, a copino, masanapo, lag letolet the pair a total setone, at the lower tamasa albani law.
Getting early help can assist family members to understand their child's or their family member's disability and provide good care for them.
Tamasa so tamasa the kaine, masawada hipocopodia, ganaboda, putha pamigame, hipocopotugala, odo, no cookie water let the poetic pane, diola, the coquat, give a pagonilla. But the department don't never tamasati allow to neighbor kamalati or the delay. How can someone make sure they are getting the support that they need?
It may be hard for a person with disability or family to get the help they need.
Ta when they come away, ta got it on la pala or no cookie got a letter for me, the hippocabote department, no, to don't never wetala, I don't never tamasala, lower when they come away, tala, a got in law.
In order to get the best support possible, it's important to firstly understand what the disability is.
Pemekogitagini, Diabogoniva, Tamatella, Agatani, Tawa Imitamuduma, the Chotani, Gavanapa, Takoki got a letter poe, Sitanimitam.
You can speak to your local doctor, maternal child health nurse, school teachers, or caseworker to better understand how to get the diagnosis and access to the NDIS.
Nalatesu, Catitra o, Catitra, Tramula, Aquatwe, Modopo, Atasu, clear to the pao, Jotara, Tramuda pao, Midame, Bala, Pasa Regle, Natasa Twemasao, Dinigyanapa Ato, Baha, Gamane, Tamakwa Diledo, Gehine, Damasala, NDIS or Dileni law. Danilo, Regle, Podipota, Damasasitane, Meweda, Damasadakala, Majapota, Satola, Plato, we, Dilahuni. The early childhood early intervention is a service for children from 0 to 6 years old. Can you tell me about this program?
The Early Childhood Early Intervention program supports children under 7 years of age who have a developmental delay or disability.
Tanalo regular Putipota Masala so Tagrod Puni Majawa Bapota, La Hunisu Apola, La Bapota La Odo, no cookie or the letter with the part, Mitameba, at a little letter security panel.
Developmental delay means a child may not be able to do certain tasks normally expected for their age. For example, going to the toilet, talking, or learning, or walking.
Pakada Toto at a little letter Kisita ne Baputadaga, Pella Atani when Gabamata when it telone at a Amawate Baba, Bagdedo, Lelat Halomege, Tera Mege, Maloda Mege, Mitameva, had the panel.
Intereach is the early childhood early intervention partner in the community to help children and their families access supports and services that are tailored to the child's needs.
Intereach name Weda, Tan Laura Clay, Putata Masala so, Pamata Putapa, or Wella Patua Buine, Gamasaweda, Putate the part door, or with the Hippocopote the part, Dido Gihine, Taquatwagayado, Tasatwemasata pa, La Abata, Glepa or Di, Baputa, Talubate the Panilo.
Early childhood early intervention partners provide information to parents, work with families to get help for their child, and connect children with local services.
Tanalo regular, Podipota Masala Subamata Potilla Pane, Akihiwada Mubata the Pa, Tagata Glow, Budog, Mathguda, Hippocopo, Diola, Kamata Weda, Papota the Pago, Lakitane, Akadusep Wapota, Dota Sotra Masala, Wapnilo. Lower Bendigo, Dioda, Nakatoniba, NDIS, Atamasagitine, Nagabalella, Talopele. Where can you go in Bendigo to get assistance? Assessing the NDIS.
Intereach is the agency in Bendigo that you need to contact to start accessing the NDIS. You can contact Intereach by phone.
Tamasa Tadpu La Coda Intereach name, Medat Amasa Tamasa Pura Lago, Logo Bendigo, La Name Edo, Donibata Matella NDIS name, Nakote for the law.
Or you can go into their office at 426 Hargrave Street to chat with one of their staff in person.
Metame Lela the Ru, our Dene Orada Ahi Talo Mimono, Lugia, Kishihu, Hargrave Street, Metame Lela Nagata, where the dead or Pomata Ganilo.
If you can't speak English, you can request for an interpreter to help.
Name to Colabacro Babane, no. If
you're having difficulty accessing the NDIS, there are agencies that can provide you with additional support.
Nemo no da gota khela ne kamane ta majala NDIS ne ta maja ora khipudi la majala ne melo atho ta masine lo.
In Bendigo, these agencies are Amicus and RIAC.
Lawa Bendigo bone ta gro ta maja khipu do la me wada Amicus la da khan me da RIAC no.
You can contact Amicus or RIAC by phone.
Na ko seklo tite la fo lo.
Or you can drop into one of their offices and speak to somebody in person.
Benjamin la tite ru na le tla la lecture wen te lo.